Zombies is an American musical and dance Disney Channel original movie series that premiered on February 16, 2018. In 2020, Zombies 2 came out, and since then, fans have been waiting to hear news of a third movie. The series is a movie adaptation of Zombies and Cheerleaders by David Light and Joseph Raso. Its sequel, Zombies 2, left everyone wanting more. Zombies 2 really was the perfect sequel with some amazing new characters and catchy new songs. The one thing that annoyed fans was how it ended with a really big cliffhanger. So, does this mean that we're going to get Zombies 3? Well, keep watching to find out what we know so far. But first, let's do a little recap of everything that happened in Zombies 2. Where we left off. We know that werewolves used to rule the area around Seabrook. Everything was fine for them until the day came when their moonstone and home were stolen by the settlers. But these days, life in Seabrook seems pretty happy. Zombies are fully integrated and mostly accepted among the people now. Meanwhile, Addison is at cheer camp and there are even more zombies on the cheer squad, which she leads to victory. Zed plans an over-the-top invitation to Prawn, but it gets spoiled when the bus hits him. After that, they find themselves in the Forbidden Forest where Addison spots the werewolves. This puts Seabrook in a panic, and Addison's mom reinstates all anti-monster laws, which prevents Ed from going to the Prawn. The werewolves need to locate the moonstone and recharge their gems, otherwise they won't survive. Wyatt thinks Addison's white hair is a sign she is the great alpha who will save them all. Then Zed runs for school president against Bucky, and Addison has a chance to become cheer captain. She thinks she herself could possibly be a werewolf and join their pack too. Then she and Zed have a huge fight because he doesn't want her to be a monster. He attempts to pass as human because he thinks that's how zombies will be accepted. Everyone comes together and saves the moonstone, and the werewolves recharge their necklaces. Then Zed and Addison make up and finally kiss at Prawn. The zombies finally understand that being monsters is what makes them special. After the Prawn, Addison is sleeping when we hear something like an explosion outside her window. Something like a blue meteor crashes to the ground outside of Seabrook, which wakes Addison up because her clock radios start going crazy with static and music. She looks at the camera, and then her hair glows weirdly as the movie ends. Yeah, that definitely left fans wanting more. It's a huge cliffhanger. What does it mean? We know that Addison's hair is important even in the first movie. It just made her different in Zombies 2. She thinks it might be a sign that she's a werewolf, but now that her white hair can glow too, we all have so many questions. It's really happening. Fans weren't worried for even a minute. They sort of took the cliffhanger as a guarantee that the third movie is a done deal, and they were right to think that. We officially have some news on the upcoming third movie now, but Disney Channel wasn't actually sure if Zombies 2 would happen, so they didn't end the first movie on a cliffhanger. Everything wrapped up neatly just in case the movie wasn't a success and they decided not to make another part. But the sequel was a huge hit, even bigger than the first movie. If they weren't sure about Zombies 3, they wouldn't have ended the movie the way they did. Yes, that's right. The fans of Zombie will once again have a chance to watch their favorite characters Zed and Addison in the towns of humans, zombies, and werewolves. The first part of the trilogy garnered some really good comments from the critics. It even became the top-rated telecast for all viewers between the ages 6 to 14 for the entire year of 2018. The sequel in 2020 proved the same, as 2 years ago it managed to reach the same, and then in some ways even surpassed the numbers of the first film. This ensured the series would stay in the top-rated spot for another year, so if Zombies 1 and 2 were this good, the expectations are definitely through the roof for Zombies 3. Having a legacy. Sometimes original movies stand alone, but their most well-received films often get turned into trilogies. The Xenon franchise had 3 movies, Halloween Town had 4. In the last 14 years, Disney Channel has had great success with big musical films. High School Musical was the top Disney Channel original movie franchise of all time. This musical had 2 sequels. You could definitely say these movies were such a huge success and are still regarded as classics. They had great characters and even better music. Another Disney movie that became a huge franchise was Descendants. You could definitely say that Zombies has a lot in common with those 2 big musicals and definitely seems headed down that path as a franchise. Disney also revealed that the movie's music videos have got more than 1.2 billion views. Besides that, there really aren't many other details and statements for the movie. It looks like Disney is doing everything within their power to prevent leaks and whatnot, and we can understand why. After all, it is the last movie in the series, and it wouldn't kill fans to be a little patient. But the ending of the second movie would be enough to make anyone impatient. It was really something. A meteor, 3 extraterrestrial visitors. We know that the new movie will focus on some sort of alien invasion while Zed and Addison face their own struggles at school. Apart from that, Zombies has epic storylines. It's fantasy, so it's pretty common that it requires multiple movies. But as for the question, when exactly will Zombies 3 be happening on Disney+, Zombies 3 finally has a release date, and the good news for fans is that the highly anticipated movie is coming to Disney+ very soon. However, we do also have some bad news, which is that when the movie was officially confirmed in March of 2021, Disney also confirmed that it would be the last movie of the series. At least we'll get to see how it all ends in July when we get to take one last visit to Seabrook. Who will be in Zombies 3? Zombies 3 will also see stars Meg Donnelly and Milo Manheim return to the screen as Seabrook's star-crossed zombie cheerleader couple Zed and Addison. It wouldn't be a movie without those two, and thankfully, they'll be leading the third one too. Besides that, director Paul Hohen and writers David Light and Joseph Raso are also coming back for the last movie. We'll also get to once again see Chandler Kinney as Willa, Trevor Torgman as Bucky, Kingston Foster as Zoe, Ariel Martin as Winter, Pierce Joza as Wyatt, Kylie Russell as Eliza, and Carla Jeffrey as Bree. So that's everyone. There's also going to be some newcomers, which are Matt Cornett as Elan, Terry Hu as Aspen, Kyra Tantayo as Ailey, and James Godfrey as Bonzo. The really big star making an appearance in Zombies is none other than, wait for it, RuPaul. Ru will be the voice of the Mothership, a passive-aggressive UFO in which the aliens come to Earth in Zombies 3. We couldn't have thought of anyone better for the role ourselves. RuPaul hopped aboard the franchise after the legendary drag artist previously made appearances in movies like the Brady Bunch movie, a very Brady sequel, But I'm a Cheerleader, the VH1 holiday movie, The Bleep Who Stole Christmas, and the beloved drag classic Tu Wong Fu, before making himself the most decorated black performer in Emmys history with his 11th victory in 2021. The Drag Race producer, host's TV career even saw him hosting his VH1 talk series, The RuPaul Show from 1996 to 98, and leading the scripted Netflix comedy AJ and the Queen, besides his supporting roles on The Comeback, Broad City, Grace and Frankie, and as the host of a 2020 episode of Saturday Night Live. The man is everywhere nowadays, and it doesn't seem as though he has any plans of slowing down. We might not have a whole trailer for Zombies 3 yet, but Disney gave us a 15-second teaser in October of 2021, so that'll have to do for now. We're really excited. The release date. Unlike the previous movie, Zombies 3 will be premiering exclusively on Disney Plus worldwide on July 15, 2022. The movie will then have its Disney Channel debut in the US on Friday, August 12th, with an exciting encore premiere, which will also feature a new musical number and extra bonus footage as a cherry on top. The July release date is a change-up from the last two movies, which both released around Valentine's Day in February 2018 and February 2020 on the Disney Channel. With Zombies 3, there will be a new soundtrack as described by Disney. It'll have an out-of-this-world sound that'll be influenced by modern music. They revealed a few tracks that will be in the film, including the leading track, Alien Invasion, which sets the sci-fi mood for the movie, a suspenseful song called Come On Out, which will play during the werewolves' hunt for the aliens, and a new rendition of Someday, the track originally sung between Zed and Addison in the first film about their hope of someday being viewed as a normal couple. The movie's digital soundtrack will officially be available for purchase on July 15th, the same day as the movie's Disney Plus debut. Fan theories about Addison's hair. One question everyone who's seen the movie has is, what's going on with Addison's hair? Yeah, about that. There are multiple fan-made-up theories regarding her transformation. In Zombies 2, a group of members of some new species show up and change the plot of the series entirely. The werewolves, if you observe closely, you'll notice that they have a very light white streak in their hair. Fans back then believed Addison was about to turn into the leader of the werewolves. At the end of Zombies 2, Addison was handed the alpha werewolf necklace, and all of our expectations turned out wrong. We all expected her to put that necklace on and become the leader of the new species. However, once she put it on, to everyone's surprise, nothing happened. This is where fans were left confused. We know that Addison isn't a human, she isn't a zombie either, and now we know she isn't a werewolf. The ending of Zombies 2 brought in even bigger confusion when a bright blue meteor struck down on Earth and Addison's hair, coincidentally, started shining at the same time. This is going to be a major plot point for the upcoming movie, and also hints that we're going to be seeing a new species in the movie. There's even one wild theory that claims that Addison is an alien. It would make a lot of sense, but what are these aliens? Are they friendly? Are they here to create trouble? What does any of this have to do with Addison's hair? We're hoping these questions get answered in Zombies 3. Many fans think it's compelling to think about what might happen if Addison's journey to discover who she is leads to her meeting a long-lost sister who helps guide her in understanding what they are. And judging by the buildup of events in the zombie universe, this could happen. Well, that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more movie-related news. We'll see you next time.